Welcome to my YouTube channel and also welcome to my website if you happen to be watching this on my website or wherever you have come across this video. Today I'm just going to go through a little bit of my workflow when it comes to my own website and especially the blog articles on my website. So I like to keep track inside my Google Search Console, which I have open here. To see what blogs have been picked up by Google, what ones are getting nice traffic from organic Google search results, and what pages maybe that Googlebot is revisiting a lot but could be improved upon. So one of those pages included this one here, which is the first tip that I had for SEO, and it was part of a series of 5 tips for beginners. And this one was actually concentrating on how to check your actual HTML itself and just doing some kind of very basic accessibility checks as well, like for your image alt tags and all of that good stuff. So I'm just going to go through a little bit of my workflow with this. So if you've identified that you have something on your website that Google is revisiting and it seems like they're interested and they want to, maybe they're revisiting, they want to, if you updated that content, it'll revisit really quickly. So there's an opportunity here because this blog is actually quite short. I could include more text. The video embed is actually just the embed code from YouTube. So I do use the no cookie embed code. That makes sure that there's no cookie loading, or at least it's not meant to be, from Google side. It's a privacy enabled way of embedding. However, when you kind of straight use the embed code from YouTube onto your website, you could find it slows down your website. So the first thing I wanted to check was, how is this video? Is it slowing down this page? And in terms of how the page is structured, I would rather have, let's say, my intro paragraph here. I'll put my video underneath that. And then underneath the video can come the longer form text. So I'm just going to run you through what would my workflow be for that. And it includes the use of a custom dashboard that I've built out. The dashboard itself is just HTML and HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And it just calls, there's APIs for everything, you guys, and it's really cool. So I'm calling the YouTube API when I'm building out my tag. Anyone could code what I did here, so just a heads up on that. You can build your own dashboard, and I think it's a really cute way of automating some of your in-house processes as well. So going into the page speed insights, which is available if you just Google page speed insights, you'll find this page, and we're just going to click analyze. We're going to see what speed is coming up. And we know that that video will most likely be slowing down that page. And so it's likely that that is going to be thrown up as a bit of an area of improvement in the page speed insights. Okay, so on mobile we're at 52. Eliminate unused JavaScript, third-party code blocked reduce the impact of third-party code, and here you can see the culprit, youtube-nocookie.com, youtube-nocookie.com. Okay, and then we'll see on desktop. So that's the mobile page speed, and desktop is 87. Okay, so we're back to 52 for mobile. Okay, so I've identified here that there's an area of improvement even if I didn't go near the content, and that's in the speed of the video. What else can be improved about the video? Well, I could also output schema for the video. Schema is a kind of a markup that you can do using, you can use JavaScript or JSON, or you can use HTML. I use HTML, but feel free to use whatever suits your own workflow with this. So we can see there's an area for improvement there. So what I'm going to do is go back to the blog, and I'm going to find this on YouTube. And if I click share, I can actually see this code, and there's a kind of an ID here that I'm going to use in my own custom dashboard. So I've copied that, and I'm going to go into my dashboard. So this I've just built to help, with my own workflow. Anybody could build something like this. There's loads of information on the internet about how to tap into the YouTube API, there's a page speed API, there's APIs for so many things. Now, I'm not sure if all of them will load in localhost, but the YouTube one is very happy to do so, which is very handy for us because this is what I'm going to use to call my video, and it's going to generate out video schema for me. So you're going to see what that looks like now using HTML microdata. Okay. So here we have the HTML. So you could insert this HTML on any website because, you know, every website runs HTML. That's how they work. Now, some websites, you know, maybe they won't let you put HTML inline into an article or something like that. But if you get onto your developer and just ask them, like, what's the best way for you to achieve this? But if you were able to insert HTML, you could just copy this and paste it into your website and you'd be done. Now for me, my text pattern shortcode is here. That's my CMS. And I'm outputting the name of the video here for my schema. I'm putting in the description. I'm just going to shorten this out. You could leave all of this in, but I'm just going to shorten that out. Okay, so that's fine for me now for the description. It has my embed URL, my thumbnail URL, upload date, data embed. Okay, so I'm going to copy this now. It's ready to go. And I'm going to actually paste this into my article. Okay, here we are. So this is my excerpt in text pattern. So I'm actually going to put this now directly after the excerpt. Okay, and I'm going to delete this. This was my old version of the code, so I don't need this anymore. So I'm going to delete this. And actually that was kind of for the video, so I could move this and just put it here. Comment on YouTube, if you tested your website using this validator, what results did you get? So that'll come up under my video. Now up here, I'm actually going to change this as well, just to put in a bit more about what it's about. So if I just say SEO tips for beginners, HTML. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I'm probably going to go back into this article and make further changes, but for the moment that'll do. Okay, so we've saved that. So we'll go back here and we'll just refresh this page and see how those edits look. So there's the video, there's the rest of the code, and my title now is SEO tips for beginners, HTML. And you can see this video now looks a little bit different. So now you're going to click this button. It's actually using an image replacement. So I'm after pulling the image from YouTube. That's my thumbnail. There's kind of a button here that actually isn't playing the video, but it's actually just exposing the video so that the page load speed should be a lot better now. And if I click that, there I am.
Welcome. This is
Okay, so that's all working perfectly. What I like about using the API as well is that when it goes into more videos, it actually shows videos from your own channel. But when you use the other embed code, it kind of tends to show like suggested things that wouldn't necessarily be your own videos. So it's displaying really nicely there for me. I'm very happy with that. So now I might want to go back to page speed insights. And I'm going to run this tool through again. So we had 52 on mobile and we had 87 on desktop. So I'm going to run through that now and see if there's any improvement there on the speed. 56, 60, going up to 70. There we go. Okay. So you can see there's a big leap in terms of speed. So I have 77 now on mobile and I have 98 on desktop. So that's fabulous, and that is going to make a difference. It's going to make a difference to my Core Web Vitals. Page speed is part of the Core Web Vitals data, and you can see all of this as well inside Google Search Console, which I really, really recommend you set up. Now I have other opportunities here that I can work through on my own website. they're kind of small fixes as well. So yeah, there are other opportunities for me to kind of get that score even higher to where it is. And even that 77, you know, I should be able to push that up to the green zone, I'm hoping, with some more fixes there. But considering that there is a video embedded on the page, that's really, really good. I'm happy with that. So my next job now, so I have this inserted and it's got video schema in there. The video schema is going to help Google to recognize this video on the page and to actually know more about the context of the video, what the video is about, and maybe give me, hopefully, a featured kind of a video snippety niceness in their search engine result pages. So everything that I mark up with schema, I'm really hoping for a kind of an enhanced search result reward from Google. Now, how can I test that my video schema has, you know, worked? In order to test how my rich results are, if my video has been picked up and if my output is okay and that it's going to be recognized for a rich result, there is a rich results tester from Google that of course is free. And again, if you just Google that, you're going to find the rich results tester. And my URL is in here. So I'm going to now test this URL. And what I'm looking for is that my video schema, which I've put in, appears here. So we're testing that URL. Now there are loads of different types of schema. So this particular post is a blog post, so it'll always also be marked up as that. So here's my schema, okay? My page is eligible for rich results. All structured data on the page can generate rich results. So that's a great result. So we're going to look at, this is how I've marked up my blog article. So it's a blog posting. And there's various information that you can put in there for blog posting. URL is actually a new one for, oh no, that's for publisher. Where's the URL here? Here it is. URL is something, there's just a recent tweak made on that on Google site that they do recognize URL. I think they did previously and they took it away, so now it's back again. So yeah, so you can edit that and put in your URL for your author markup. And it's great because it means that they can really identify each author to their bio or their about page. So that's my blog schema, and look, here we have the video. So we have video type, video object, duration, upload date, thumbnail URL, embed URL, name and description, all coming up, and here you can see all of the video schema. So that's fantastic. That is success. Schema is just really, you know, fun to kind of play with. It's great to think that, you know, when you go to the effort to mark these things up, that you can then get a reward in Google for going to that effort to do it. And that you're also helping Google to better understand the content that's on your page. So that's the aim. And then the other side of this is that when we satisfy for page speed on here, we're also satisfying for users, because not every user wants to come in and watch the video or wants the overhead of how heavy that video is on the page. Some people will come in here and they won't want to watch the video at all. They want to read the article, maybe click on the links and try stuff out. So it's kind of like, you know, you're punishing them, or they might bounce from the website because they think, oh, this video is taking too long to load. And honestly, even people that want to watch the video could bounce just because it's taking too long to load. So a lot of times when you're satisfying for Google, but you're also actually satisfying for visitors to your website. So there is no downside to taking the time to just go through your blogs, see how they're doing, see where improvements can be made. It's so easy to check everything afterwards. Now, I did build out my own tool, but if you look around the internet, there are actually tools around that you can just put your ID for your YouTube tag in and they'll generate the code for you as well. So you will find those tools around the internet, and there are free ones out there to use as well. So find one that you like and you'll be able to do all of this. You can have your video markup there, you can insert it into your blogs, and you can just give yourself the best chance of coming up in Google. So thank you so much for watching the video. I'm going to go now and take a look at my content and see if I can make this even better. And hopefully I can. So that is my task for the day. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for continuing to watch all the way to the end of this video. Do make sure you follow me on social media and things if you want to see more insights like this. I'm definitely going to give more insights around my custom tool as well that I just have that running on my local server. But I'm going to give out some like code and tips around that other people can 100% build a little tool like this if you're involved, or if you're providing an SEO service yourself. You can entirely build out a little dashboard for yourself, and it provides great value to your customers as well. So thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you again. Bye bye.